Okay, good evening, everyone. We will, this is the first meeting of public hearing for the proposed comprehensive plan. So I would like a roll call, Kim.
Ms. Barron,
Here.
Mr. Panza,
Here.
Mr. Ray, Mr. Romanovich,
Here.
Ms. Schwartz,
Here.
Mr. Carosi,
Present.
Mr. Tintori,
Present.
Mayor.
Present. Thank you. We'll move on to introduction of the hearing and adoption process, and we will go to Kate.
Thank you. So I just wanted to briefly kind of explain why we're here. I think everybody here knows that the Planning Commission has been working on the comprehensive plan for months now. And part of that process is once there's a final draft, to send that draft to surrounding communities, the school district, and Allegheny County Planning. So all those steps have been taken, and now we're to the point where there's a public hearing. So this is the time for public to ask any questions. Planning Commission, I know, has also had a lot of public comment and taken a lot of comments and updated the plan accordingly. And so these are requirements under the MPC. I would note that we did not receive any comments from Scott or Pittsburgh or the district, but we did get some nice comments back from county planning. No required changes, but I did want to note that they did point out what a nice job the Planning Commission did and what a big lift that is, especially since they commended the Planning Commission and, you know, whomever the Planning Commission was working with. So especially since they did that without any planning professional. So, and with that, I know that we have Planning Commission members here to kind of explain where we are with the comp plan.
Indeed. So next we'll move on to the plan updates and overview, and I'd like to introduce Planning Commission Chair, Mr. Al Irwin.
Hello. Good evening and thank you. Appreciate it. The Green Tree Borough Comprehensive Plan is a strategic document that provides a roadmap for sustainable development of Green Tree Borough over the next 10 years. The plan reflects the borough's unique characteristics, resources, and challenges, and outlines a vision for the future that is guided by the needs and aspirations of the community. On October 4th, 2010, the first ever Planning Commission comprehensive plan for the borough of Green Tree was adopted by council. The Pennsylvania Municipal Planning Code requires that the plan be reviewed and updated every 10 years. Unfortunately, in 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic hit us all, and everything to include local government came to a halt. In the late summer of 2021, Cheryl Bacon, the chair of the Green Tree Borough Planning Commission, and I approached the borough manager regarding review of the existing comprehensive plan. On November 15th, 2021, the Planning Commission held a public meeting to begin the review process and offer a survey to the citizens of Green Tree for their feedback. After extensive meetings with local businesses, municipal services, schools, etc., the Planning Commission began a meticulous review of the comprehensive plan. The result of this hard work is the final draft of the 2024 comprehensive plan. On April 10th, 2024, Green Tree Borough sent the comprehensive plan to Allegheny County, Scott Township, Carnegie Borough, and the city of Pittsburgh for the required 45-day review period, which ended on 5/26 of 24. Upon the date of the final draft of the comprehensive plan, upon this date, the final draft of the comprehensive plan was published on the borough website for public viewing. I want to acknowledge the hard work and dedication of planning commissioners, Jessica Switch, Vice Chair, Christine Short, Secretary, Bob Williams, Jesse Robinson Evans, and Nick Wyrick, and especially Cheryl Bacon during the completion of this process. At this time, I'd like to open up the discussion with the citizens of Green Tree Borough for any comments, public comments that may be needed. Thank you.
Thank you. Any citizens interested in making comments? Now's the time. Okay. So we'll move on to any discussion by council and or mayor. Is there any discussions needed?
Yeah, several of the members of council, we have gone to the public meeting. I can't remember when that was, but Cheryl chaired it. It was when Cheryl was still alive.
Yes, right. It was in November.
In November. of 2023. So there was a lot of comments at that point in time. And then it was modified. And then the public meeting you recently had the planning commission, you went over the county's recommendations. None of them are required. They had some suggestions, but the planning commission decided, and I agree, decided that they're looking to those suggestions down the road. Some of them would be kind of duplicative, especially the maps of what's already there. So there has been a lot of work. The initial comprehensive plan we farmed out cost us tens of thousands of dollars. And this one did not cost us tens of thousands of dollars. Your planning commission members are not on the payroll, but I think this is a better comprehensive plan than the previous one. And as I recall, not quite as long as the previous one. So sometime, even though this one is 80-some pages, so I'm not saying you did any shortcuts. So I did read it through in its entirety when Cheryl Bacon was there, and I think it's a good plan. And hopefully on July 1st, next meeting, in the event that we had any public comment today, we didn't want to, act too quickly. We might have had to take some public comment under advisement if there was public comment. So we're going to, I think council is scheduled to vote on it on July 1st. So I thank the members that are here. Almost the whole planning commission's almost there. There's 7 members. We got, and we got 5 right here. So we appreciate that. So thank you for coming. And thank you for all the work over the numerous years.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
We've had quite a few meetings since the plan was presented. And we have already discussed our spreadsheet that we put together regarding the action plan for the comprehensive plan once it's approved. And we'll be reviewing that during our future meetings, along with whatever other comes up on the agenda that we have in the future. So thank you.
I can just say, I was involved on the team in 2010, and we hadn't updated in a long time to get to 2010. And so it's really wonderful. And thank you for picking up the ball and taking it to the next level. And really, certainly, as it's been echoed here, the hard work put into it is very, very much appreciated. People don't understand how much time and effort, reading and everything you have to put into this. It's a big job, and it's most appreciated by us and I'm sure the whole town.
Well, and as you know, we had a meeting, you had a meeting a couple of months ago to acknowledge Cheryl.
Yes.
And, I can tell you that from my time with working with Cheryl and meeting with the businesses and the different groups that we did, I can tell you, I've never met a person who's more, she loved Braintree. And she loved living here. And she was very, very, for lack of a better term, into the borough and trying to make the borough better. So it was a pleasure working with her. I'm glad I had a chance to do that.
I just want to say, I came into this as you were wrapping up, but the level of detail that I witnessed this committee on those last changes that you were making to get to this final draft, to every little thing that you found, that you went through every page and made sure it was exactly the way you wanted it to be and it needed to be, is not lost on council, maybe lost on citizens, but they should note that you were meticulous with how you handled this project. And we really appreciate your efforts. And I'm excited to see the action plan as it comes into play and work with you on that.
Anyone else? Okay, therefore, we will adjourn this meeting, public hearing for the proposed comprehensive plan. Thank you so much. And we will be here at 7:30 for the regular scheduled meeting.
Why don't we go to